So one thing I wanted to cover, this is something that I played the other day. Inzoi. We played this out of Inzoi. And it was honestly pretty good. There was only the build creator, and there was only the what's it called as well. The character creator, and it was a very very detailed building character creator, so I was very very happy with it. I thought it was done extremely well. But the problem was we couldn't actually play the game. That changes in like 24 hours. Actually, let's check the time. I wonder if it's available right now. We'll check. I don't think it will be. Nope, it's just the Creative Studio. So it launches in 16 hours from now. But they have some big old updates. Some big updates. We got some more massive details. So I really wanted to talk about this just a little bit. Really fast update. First of all, we finally have a price, and it has a really good roadmap as well. So it releases in early access tomorrow, and it is launching at a grand total of $40, which I think is very fair and a lot. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to launch at $40. Like, dude, The Sims launches at expensive price points and has DLCs at very, very expensive price points. So the fact that they're trying to be so competitive price-wise compared to EA is extremely good. That means they're really, really, really trying to take EA on. I think that is dope as hell. So we'll have, there's some more stuff, development roadmap. We have upcoming stuff like jobs, freelance jobs, ghost play. I think because your character can die. So maybe we can play as a ghost. I think that's what it's talking about. A new cat island, of course. I think cats are like a big thing in this game. We've seen a lot of cats. Swimming pools, ability to swim, that's good. Family tree, professions, and more. The other thing that is really, really cool is that, by the way, this is, I will link this. I watched a lot of this off stream. I didn't want to, like, watch it on stream because it was, like, literally all in Chinese. It's like a vocal translator that was very awkwardly done and everything. So, but they gave a lot of information here. So if you guys are interested, I will link this video in the comments below. This is the entire Inzoi online showcase from about a week ago. I didn't know about it until yesterday. And they went through a lot of details. And one thing that was really cool, because I was worried, they're using generative AI, for example, for not much, but they are using it. Basically, the things that they're using it for are, we encountered it with the building, and in terms of, we were able to use generative AI to, like, put in a prompt and come out with, like, a pattern for a wall, or like a door. We could use that pattern anywhere. Walls, doors, furniture. We could just, like, put it as like a covering, essentially. Kind of like what amounts to a wallpaper. So we could do that. And that was, like, kind of it that I saw for the AI. But apparently one thing else that they're going to be using the generative AI to do was, for sure, you can take a picture of any object, apparently, this is according to the video, and make a 3D thing out of it. So if you take a picture of a lantern, it'll come out with a 3D lantern. I thought that was really cool, actually. And, it's not like they're using AI to create, like, shitty AI voices or anything like that. Which is kind of what everyone, when they heard AI, was worried about. So that was one thing that I was thinking about, and I wanted to make sure that I found out. Trying to find a picture of the thing that they do, where you can, like, put in a picture and come out with an object. Because that was one thing that they're doing, and I thought that was really, really dope. I wonder if it's in here in the comments somewhere, maybe? Nope, doesn't really look like it, but that, I can tell you, in here, it is in here for sure. Now, where in here? Bro, it's going to be hard to find. It's going to be hard to find. But yeah, it was really, really cool. The other thing that is really cool is that they have a boatload of updates coming out, an entire roadmap, all kinds of other stuff that we have not even really seen. They have like a lot of detail about motion capture and this and that, kind of showing kind of how realistic they are and how focused they are in trying to make this a real competitor to The Sims. Finally, EA is getting some pushback. And then a gigantic, massive update. The Inzoi developers have decided, and I will always applaud a company for doing this, they're going to remove de novo from the game. Basically, they got some feedback, some negative feedback about de novo, about the performance of the game, and they're doing something that Capcom, for example, we were just talking about Wilds, has refused to do. Wilds, in comparison, and as much as I love Wilds, has two forms of anti-piracy de novo on the game Monster Hunter Wilds, which is one reason that reason amongst many that the performance on PC is absolute fucking dog shit. So this was apparently one reason that Inzoi was having issues for a lot of people as well. So this is a very good thing. Basically, it is the producer and director of Inzoi saying that we heard your concern. We were talking about the implementation of anti-tampering in the office, and they decided to listen to the audience. They're actually a company so far that is saying that they're listening to the community. And they decided to take it off. They're like, all right, we'll just take off the de novo. So this is a really, really huge thing. This is something that a lot of companies, Konami, Capcom, not just Capcom, no, for sure. But Capcom is like, very few companies put multiple forms of de novo on their games. Like, very few companies go that far. That's why I single out Capcom with that, because they literally have two forms of de novo on Wilds, for example, which is crazy. It's just like, why two? Why would you do two? But yeah, so they're taking it off completely, Inzoi. I think that is really, really dope. And not only that, they are committed right here to making Inzoi a highly moddable game with official mod support starting in May. You can even use Blender to create your own assets and content and everything. I don't know what Maya is. I'm assuming if they're using it with Blender, so it's probably a similar type of thing. So yeah, that is really cool. So that means that they're really excited about making a lot of the content of this game user-driven content. I think that's very, very smart, and I think that's a very good way to create a massive amount of content and to go against EA at a much lower price point. Because, EA sells the DLCs every, couple of months or whatever, a few weeks sometimes, for Sims 4, Sims 5. Sorry, Sims 4. And sells it for, $40 and makes, their entire player base pay through their fucking balls to keep up with the most recent content in the game. I think that is absolutely idiotic. They do it because they can get away with it. This is a company trying to do it a different way. I think that's super cool. I applaud it, and I'm extremely, extremely excited to see how the game grows. Now, here's a little more blown up picture for the mod support announcement. I think that's really, really cool. I hope it works out. I'm definitely going to be playing Inzoi. I definitely want to see how the game grows. I definitely want to see what the gameplay of the game itself is like compared to The Sims, because one thing that The Sims does well is the gameplay is dope as hell in the actual game The Sims. So far, I've only seen the build studio. We've only seen the character creator for Inzoi. And so I want to see, how does the game play? How does the family system work? How does the meal system work? How do you increase your character's stats and get their job and this and that? That's really cool. And kind of like the meat and potatoes of the game. If that holds up and is at least in a solid enough place in early access that we can see potential for it to grow, I'll be very happy. And if not, then, I will cover it and tell you how it is no matter what. Now, the other really cool thing is that they have a creator program where you can create your own, creator story somehow. I think that is really, really cool as well. So there's all kinds of submission periods for different events and stuff. And also, you can get a total of $15,000 as a winner, and it's a total of $450,000 per round. This is crazy. So even if you just participate and you suck dick at making items and such, like I do, at least we'll get in-game cosmetics for it, which is really, really nice, just for, like, submitting something. And then you get more for being popular, and then if you win, you get money. I think that's really cool. I think that's really, really cool. So, yeah, you can get paid to play this game in some ways. So we'll see how it goes, and I definitely will check it out. And can't wait to see how it grows as well. Participate in the pre-test. Does that mean me? I don't know if that means me or not. Oh, I didn't really see this before. So it's not everyone. It is not everyone. Interesting. Did I have to sign up for this? Only creators who participated in the pretest before Inzoi's release are eligible to participate in this event. Now, does that mean, like, right now, like, say tomorrow in the pre-release, they can do it as well? I don't know. I don't know what this means. So let's go to the FAQ. I'm actually curious. No purchase necessary to participate in the event. That's good. So maybe it's just we can actually do it in, like, if we play the beta tomorrow. If that's true, that's really, really good. I have no idea if that is the case. I'll have to look into that. And I will give an update whenever I can figure it out of can, for example, I, as a brand new player of this game, join this event or not. I have no idea. Is tomorrow the release or the beta? Tomorrow is the release of the beta. Of the, essentially what amounts to an open beta, an early access release. They call it an early access release. So, but we will finally be able to actually play the game as opposed to just the what's it called? The character creator and the build creator. Which was fun, but, now we can actually play the game. So I'm excited about that. But what do you guys think of Inzoi? What do you guys think of this update for Inzoi's massive, massive plans in the future? Are you excited for a competitor to The Sims? Let me know in the comments below. Are you a Sims player? Love to hear your story. And are you down to check out a new game from a relatively unknown creator? They've created some games, Crafton. I know for that for a fact. But, this is their first time making a game of this type. That is for fucking sure. And I definitely want to see how they handle it, and excited to share more with you. So let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like and a sub if you like this kind of news. Check it out. Share it with your friends.